1.99% financing is here for not only the Tesla Model 3, but also the Tesla Model Y. And let's peel back some of the onion here, because some of it is not exactly offered for all of the different models, but the good thing is that most of the models do qualify. So let's take a look at it. So 1.99 is available for the Model 3, 1.99 up to 72 months, which is really good. And premium all-wheel drive and performance are included. The standard, though, is still 5.14%, and the premium rear-wheel drive is 2.99%. So the one thing is for sure, if you're looking to be placing a Tesla order, don't forget to be using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of your Tesla vehicle purchase. Taking a look at the Model Y, though, we've also got some favorable interest rates, 1.99% up to 72 months, which is pretty good. I mean, usually they only release it for like 60 months, but now you can see it is up to 72 months, and there isn't necessarily any sort of down payment that is being tied to it, like a percentage or anything like that, which is pretty good as well. Premium rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive standard is 3.99%, which I guess makes sense here. But the performance, though, the performance is still stuck at 5.14%, at least on the website. It says 5.14%, but we already know some people are getting approved for 3.99% all the way up to 72 months. So I'm wondering here, is this a situation where it could change, or is Tesla going to be offering a lower interest percentage point with like maybe even like full self-driving or other things like that being tied to it? Maybe they're setting up for this in the future. But we can see here the premium all-wheel drive and the premium rear-wheel drive, which I know a lot of you are looking to purchase at this moment, is 1.99% financing with $3,150 down all the way to 72 months. Now, of course, you do need to have decent credit, 720 plus, even also maybe a good down payment as well, 10 to 20% down. If you take a look at it here, this one's structured at $3,150. And if you're any sort of, worried about this type of interest rate or whichever, and you're not sure if you're going to get approved, there is a get pre-qualified button where you can click it, fill out your different information, and see if you'll actually get approved or anything. And of course, incentives are still essentially the same here. And we can see let's look through some of this if we can find something. Promotional rates are well qualified, valid for well qualified buyers with excellent credit who pre-order on or after November 7th. So I think like a lot of you might be thinking now, like, hey, I ordered on, October 31st. Can I get the new rate? Or sorry, not October 31st, September 30th. And I don't think Tesla is going to allow people to combine that, which, I mean, if you're getting 7,500, who cares for like a 1.99% interest rate? I mean, 3.99, you're still going to be ahead with, of course, the 7,500. But you can see here, minimum down payment of 5% plus applicable taxes and fees, and all rates and monthly payments are presented and illustrated for estimates only, and of course used vehicles and enterprise sales not eligible. But taking a look here, I mean, I really don't see anything that is anything to be alarming about with the 1.99%, but what you need to know is that it's only for orders after November 7th. So if you've got a pending order right now that is, part of the September 30th 7,500, it could be worth it to try and ask the Tesla advisor in the chat through the Tesla app and see if like you can qualify for it. But I would imagine they're going to try and block/separate people from actually getting it, because maybe that's like a double dip to them. I'm not really sure, but I mean, if you would almost think like, why not let it be applied to get the lower 1.99, because 1.99 was here like earlier this year. So this is not necessarily a crazy deal. This is a step in the right direction, yes, and maybe this is a preview of what's to come, because you got to remember, like last year there was still like 0% financing. And so is this the deal, so to speak, for November as we roll through in the clearance of all these different vehicles through November as it's Q4? And is this enough? Because the 7,500 is this change now. Is this enough to try and get sales and incentives and deliveries by the end of this month? I mean, take a look at inventory. We're seeing increases across the board for Model 3 and the Model Y. And so I'm not sure if this is enough for sure to get some sort of traction, because incentives push vehicles and push sales, but we'll see what actually happens. In other news, we potentially have an expansion of used leasing. Like if you're looking for low monthly payments, like $165, $209 a month, into North Carolina, it seems to be a newer one. There's actually a list of like 15 states. I can't remember all of them exactly, but it does seem like there is a good different amount of incentives and leasing states that you can lease a cheap Tesla if you're looking to actually do that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. And of course, if you're looking to be placing a Tesla order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of your Tesla vehicle and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you are thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.